Vice President Harris may be on her way out, but that's not stopping her from getting one last chance to defy Trump. President Biden and Senate Democrats are attempting to push through judicial nominees before losing control, and we may see Harris head to the Hill one last time to cast tie-breaking votes. Here to react, Fox News contributor, all-around great person, Tammy Bruce. Great to see you, Tammy. It is kind of amazing when you look at the results of a pretty major election in which Democrats were routed. They're going to spend the last 2 months doing all they can to raid the pantry and fit in a whole bunch of things that voters just told them they didn't want.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because the voters have never mattered, right? Americans are like speed bumps. They're just irritants on the side. What matters is the ideology. These are individuals swamped in groupthink where they believe they have sole possession of the truth, that it's for our own good. We're toddlers who have no idea what's right. And the thing is, having come from the left, every setback is just looked at as a slowdown. They will change things. They'll do whatever they can to make the difference, no matter what the situation is. And you've got to hand it to them. I wish Republicans would think this way. But there are things the Republicans can do. So look, she's been enjoying herself in Hawaii. You can't blame her coming back in. And we know, Charlie, that they understand the role of the court system. They want Judge Merchan's in every appeals court. They want to stack the Supreme Court. The Constitution is not their friend. So the people that they will want to usher through are also ideologues. They don't like the fact that, like Joe Biden's student loan scheme kept getting pushed down. The presidential immunity decision, which is constitutionally based, it was a hindrance to them. They want to stack the Supreme Court because they don't want people who are committed to the Constitution to be making these decisions. And yet Americans trust, at least that seems to be waning a bit, the legal system. So they know that this is the only way they're going to be able to survive. And the Republicans, there's a few things they can do. They're not planning on ending the filibuster, but they can tell their Democrat friends, if you do this, if we don't freeze the Senate at this point, we're going to end the filibuster, and we're going to make up for the difference next year and the year after. So choose carefully. Could be an issue about quorum. I'm not entirely sure if that can affect the nature of what gets done in the Senate in this regard. But there has to be hardball to stop this. Right. And then the Republicans have to be willing to do it, because literally the entire future is at stake. If you think this is just going to be, next in line, the next election will fix it, we're in charge because woke is dead. No, it's not. Kamala Harris got the second most votes of any Democrat ever. She got more votes than Obama did in 2008, more votes than Hillary, more votes than Trump in 2016. This is about the mass mailing of ballots, ballot harvesting, all of that. She came within, tens of thousands of votes of becoming president. So you don't let this happen because you think you're just the winners. The fight continues. And this is what we just have it for 2 years, Charlie, right. The full government. And this is where they have to play hardball.
I think it's so interesting. You make so many good points there. And of course, it is so ideological with them. And you're not kidding when you say they want to fill the bench with Judge Merchan's. That's exactly what they want to do. And we saw that with Merrick Garland. What did they do?
Exactly.
The only qualification Merrick Garland had to be Attorney General was the fact that he did not make it onto the Supreme Court. And they were so angry and so bitter about it that they kind of wanted to stick to Republicans.
And that is Mitch McConnell. Of all the things that make us angry about Mitch McConnell, he was under such pressure to allow it, but he didn't. And that's the power that the Republicans can wield, even in the minority by one, by warning them about next year.
He should always get credit for that. Tammy Bruce, always great to see you. You will be co-hosting the big weekend show tonight at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Thank you, Tammy.
My pleasure. Thank you, dear.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.